Welcome to the Mainly Wrestling. JJ, we've got a name for this yet. Premium pay-per-view content, flashback, preview. It's giant Lissy and JJ here to look back at another, I was going to say god-awful WWE event, but apparently, JJ, this was quite good. You've requested we watch the 2010 Royal Rumble and let us know why.
It's a favourite of mine. It heavily features CM Punk with his recently created Straight Edge Society. I think Serena Deeb had joined a couple of weeks ago before this event. She was plucked out of the crowd and pledged her allegiance to the Straight Edge Society, had her head shaved in the middle of the ring, and had been seen fending off Triple H and HBK in the SmackDown before this as they went to attack CM Punk. But yeah, Punk in his WWE heyday, doing Punk things. There's some other good bits as well, but I kind of don't want to spoil it for you, Jack, because you're coming in fresh on this, aren't you?
You know, I would dip in now and again around this. Again, I was at uni, and I remember that Punk was on SmackDown, right? He'd just been transferred. He had a long, creepy beard, and did he feud with Jeff Hardy either before or after here? Yeah, really
around this time. Yeah, I can't remember if it was before.
Punk was like, you represent all this bad stuff and demons, and I remember it being quite good, but the rest of the show was awful.
Yeah.
But a lot of this is fresh for me. Lissy, you've been a fan for 39 years now. What was your fondness with this era, or what do you remember in particular about WWE 2010?
This was a sweet spot for me because it was that ruthless aggression era, but still had some of our, former favorites. So The Undertaker was still around, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and a few others. So it was a good blend of talent. I wholeheartely agree with JJ. I'm really glad that he chose this one. It was probably one of the better stacked rosters at the time. And then, of course, we know that everybody that was around at that time has dispersed into the world today. So it's kind of nice and nostalgic to see, because it was, believe it or not, 12 years ago. So food for thought.
JJ, where were you 12 years ago? In life, location?
I will have finished sixth form, but not quite gone to uni yet. I was in that phase in between. Yeah, had stuff to take care of at home before I could disappear to university. So
take care of. Are we talking about like lady business, or what are we talking about? That sounds really nice. Let's see, where were you 2010?
2010, I was not even 21 years old yet, was I? Wow, what a time!
I'm not announcing your age on the show. That'd be very gentlemanly.
No, I don't even remember. Oh my God, guys, this was so long ago. It was my last few months of uni. Yeah, I remember it fondly. Yeah. Early 20s is a blur. I was not in uni at this time. Fun fact, I didn't go straight to school after high school. So I'm a little behind the curve, but that's fine. I was working and pretending I was an adult and stuff like that. So that's why I'm so fun now, age regression.
I'm the same, at uni I was really boring, and I didn't do anything. I was very straight. I say straight edge. Really, no, I just played a lot of poker rather than going out to student unions and stuff. So I'm making up for it now. Lissy, do you have a drink? JJ? He's such a good boy. JJ's not allowed on gin after recent exploits. Right, we're gonna track it now. We're on 138.31 for those watching overseas on the network. Lissy, for those on Peacock, which is apparently supposed to be god awful still. Gail Kim won't pay $5 a month. What time are we on? Do we have a link?
Yeah, we're on for the clock season 23 of Royal Rumble. And we're on the same time, 138:30, 136. And the Undertaker is kneeling in the ring for reference.
You need to get up to 138:32. Come on, Lizzie,
you know what? By the time we press it, we're all going to be in the same place.
I love that. Okay. And if you're watching on the network, it's www.com/episode/Royal Rumble 2010. And the devil incarnate will be on your screen. Oh, sorry, it's just his left eye. So we're going to click play in 3, 2, 1, and go. And it's John looking pensive.
What is wrong with you?
What is wrong with? Oh, that's a episode for another time. Save me on counselling though. So JJ, at this time, I remember Kane. So Kane went all like weird in 2003, right? He lost the mask and stuff. Did he? I remember feuded with the Undertaker till 2004. Did he have a weird bit? He became ECW champion for a bit, right?
He had a spell. To be honest, I don't really know what he's up to right now. I mean, he's obviously. I guess we're going to see him in the Royal Rumble match, but he doesn't really have like a major storyline that I recall at this stage. I could be wrong.
He was just Kane being Kane.
Yeah.
He was kind of weird though. He was like kind of cryptic and dark at this time. I mean, he's the devil's favorite demon. He's always dark. Buddies.
You know, Sean, there must be a cock joke in here somewhere, right?
Oh, always.
They're so
or one of those like handshake. Yeah, good look up there. Did you know? I'll toss your ass out of there.
Yeah. So the story is that Sean wants a rematch against the Undertaker. Undertaker won't give him a rematch after their epic WrestleMania match from last year. So Sean has to win the Royal Rumble to.
Because Undertaker's the world champion, right? At this time.
Undertaker just beat Rey Mysterio in the last match. He's world heavyweight champion. So.
Yeah, there you go.
It's the handshake.
It's always the little pull me in. Right?
They love the pull me in. But you guys, this was such a sad time because obviously we know that for Sean to have the rematch with him, he's putting his career on the line. And we're just like, if you love Sean the way that I do, I don't expect anything from you, Milner.
You know what? I went back for the first time. I think it was after the guy who was refereeing the match was in Shawn Michaels against the Undertaker. God, the King hasn't aged in like 20 years, has he? And the first time I went back and watched Shawn Michaels with the Undertaker, and it was brilliant. It was probably the best WWE match of, I'd say, like the last 20 years.
Yes.
It was incredible. I remember watching that match with some friends around mine, having a little WrestleMania party.
You don't have friends, you're a wrestling fan.
I was
We're your friends.
Losing my mind, absolutely losing my mind.
It was just the pacing of it was just genius because it's the anxiety. Is he going to beat him?
Yeah.
Did we get the classic Royal Rumble by the numbers promo video? Number 27, number 1, number 23.
Should we try and track this? Just
because great numbers.
I wonder if we can get a
great
video package. But
it's a very long video package, longer than the women's singles title for the women's championship.
They
given at this event.
Brilliant video package. But I'm thinking, if you're watching this, you've bought the show already. You don't need to be sold on it. This is great for like in the build-up. But
gets you ramped up. It's great. Head to the fridge, grab your beer. Listen to that on TV, like, yeah.
You said that like you were scouts. Grab your beer.
Grab your beer.
Have another baby, lad. Yeah, just that scene at my brother will forever take me. Because I think at that time, again, I got back into it, and we'd sat through about a year of Orton against Cena matches every other week in some way or shape or form. And then he's thinking, right, well, at least he's fucked off for a few months. I think he just torn his quad or something, and he came back within about 10 weeks. Fuck.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Physical freak.
JJ, can you tell us the rules, please?
Say again.
Can you please reiterate the rules for us? Just,
yeah, so basically, like, you throw people over the rope, and if their feet hit the floor, both feet hit the floor, you're out. So that's what it is. Through the middle rope, no. Under the bottom rope, no.
The other point, JJ.
You guys remember that
also, by the way, very recommended. JJ, try Spitfire next time. Very good.
What's that now?
The beer.
Oh, okay. Do you guys
can tell you've been
Dolph
playing five-a-side because it's for the Scousers.
Dolph Ziggler was like such a big deal at this time.
I remember a
'Cause he was
Survivor
he was
Series
getting
around
those sunny
this time.
days.
Where, might have been a bit later than this actually, but
Yeah,
yeah, he
Dolph
was so
Ziggler
over.
apparently has got the best engine in the business.
Jack.
Ask Sonny. Do you know what? I created an account last week and it was just called "Is Sonny in Prison?" And I bottled out of, but it'd just be like every 2 days, no, and then yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I couldn't go through with it. I thought that was really harsh, but I knew that did really well on Twitter. Because as we said last week, the toxicity. Oh, there you go, Matt Seidel. That's another one, JJ.
Okay, so for
That's
people
7.
who you guys are talking about,
We were talking about.
So, I mean, relations of Dolph Ziggler have, but Dolph Ziggler has not. But Evan Bourne as Matt Seidel obviously has. So, two pretty quick high flyers to kick things off.
I can't stand you. He said relations.
No, look at the sign.
Correct, isn't it? Oh, yeah, you got no chance to get in there, boys.
A goddamn sign point. First of all, the sign was on fire this year.
Matt, so again,
we're aware.
I was such a Ring of Honor fan around this time. I was kind of anyone who came through, I'd immediately follow. He's Evan Bourne, right, or Airborne or something.
Mm-hmm.
An Airborne.
And he'd come off. He just had a heel run in Ring of Honor in 2008. He joined, which is great for his character because he was like very plain, but he was a great worker.
Yeah, fantastic.
Was he the person that was allowed to bring the shooting star back, or am I get that middle up?
Yes. Yeah.
So before we get too deep into this, you guys watch Raw this week?
Well, so here's my dilemma because now, tell your wives, there's a new show that I'm watching. It's called The Gilded Age, and it's produced or written by Julian Fellows, who we know created the best show ever, Downton Abbey. And it plays at 9 on Mondays. So I've watched the first hour of Raw, Gilded Age in the middle, and the last hour of Raw.
So you will have missed the most exciting thing that happened, which was the scooter race. Or did you see the scooter race?
No, I didn't miss that at all, actually. I saw it. First of all, the scooter race, it was like 50 laps. It was long.
That's great.
Oh,
I mean, isn't it great?
Let's go 3, 2, 1, baby.
It was picked up on by.
It feels like a Monday day. I was going to say, did I miss anything on Raw?
Oh, here he is, the straight edge savior.
Look at him holding hands. They're holding hands.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Serena with the bald head, really hot. I mean,
honestly, she wore it really well, though.
She held it well. It's hard to pull that off, but she's got incredible eyes.
And you know why Punk's a bad guy, right? Because look at that chest there. Bye-bye, Seidel. Bye-bye, Dolph.
Bye, guys.
See, if Bobby Heenan was on commentary, he'd be saying Punk's the winner now.
Give me the microphone. Here we go. The straight edge savior.
No, but you're on by Serena, by the way. Well, let's track this because I imagine this is good.
Can we?
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's not get. We'll just end up having to clip it out anyway.
So, fun fact, this hair was not his best look. I feel like I really like him much better with like the short hair that he has now.
I think it was around this time where Triple H said it's ironic that you go on about being straight edge when you look like crack or you've been on a crack binge with Amy Winehouse.
Like you've just come off a 3-day crack binge with Amy Winehouse. That's exactly where I was going.
Shad, JTG.
Oh, Primetime was still here in 2010.
Oh yeah, they were there for ages.
Like they had a good run.
Just hanging around in catering, doing their thing.
They were. I mean, they had like a good run, and then as usual, they broke them up, and
I don't
then-
know if they've
No
ever been
reason.
broken up.
They broke
Yeah.
up, and then they had like a match the next week on SmackDown where Shad Gaspard obviously destroyed JTG,
Mhm.
and then did nothing with either of them. So yeah, standard. Why do I need to pay 2 people for a match when I can pay 0 people?
This is brilliant, though, that they have like Punk doing his commentary between eliminations.
So good.
Yeah, I never understood how he could wrestle with his lip ring. I remember always looking, thinking, "Would that not be a risk of cutting or anything like that?"
I know. I'm sure it's been at least torn a bit at least once.
And they've only got 1 commentary booth here. When did they get to 2?
I think it
great
varies.
Khali.
Yeah, sometimes
Oh,
they'd have
God.
2. Sometimes, well, he can't get him out of the ring very quickly, can he?
I think Khali can't get himself up the ring very quickly.
You get that? Did you get that joke from Matt Stryker? Let's see if CM Punk can curry favor with the great Khali. Get it?
Wow.
Curry,
Wow.
India.
I know
Very
what you are
fun.
saying.
Matt Stryker was not good.
But so why did he survive?
Hmm?
I was going to say, why did he survive? But then you're probably trying to rationalize what's going on in Vince McMahon's brain. So
Yeah. I'm not going to try and do that.
hmm.
Shot incoming.
Shock is coming. Oh, shock.
What did you think I said?
Come on, Jack.
A shock.
Uh,
I remember he was in The Longest Yard, right?
Yes. I think that was the name of the movie.
And then I think Vince must have seen him because that had Kevin Nash and Goldberg and Austin in. And I think the rumor is like Vince just saw him and, God damn, pal, let's teach him how to wrestle.
didn't work.
Wow.
Here she is, the Glamazon.
There she is in all her glory.
One of the few, just the second woman in Rumble history.
Man,
Let me take something.
Beth Phoenix is so fine right here.
I do not miss any type of low-rise pants. Whenever, like, just looking at like the back of her pants, I have like PTSD.
That was gentle.
Wow.
Scenes. So good. She was great.
She really was.
You could just get from you talking about the series, JJ. The fondness you have for it.
I know. It's nice to see. We need to do more stuff from this time for our JJ.
Oh, GTS.
Oh, Michael Cole in the background was great there. To be fair. See, Punk looks like he split his lip already.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. That happened pretty early.
Oh man, Punk, you got to be a little more stuff like you call them sports, buddy.
Yo, tell me everything. Is number 2. Oh, well, number 3 actually, because Punk.
Wow,
Yeah.
Cardona has beefed up since then.
So 3 out of 7 so far have been in AEW at some point.
Wait, do you want to count Serena, or is she honorary mention?
Right,
She's not one of the Rumble participants, but yeah.
She's supporting cast, though. Very
Yeah.
important.
I'm just counting out of the 30.
Also, if you guys follow Mark Cardona, he's like such a troll on Twitter. I'm
He's
like,
fantastic.
he like tags Vince McMahon and everything all the time. It's cute.
Have you been to a GCW event yet, Lissy?
No, but that's my next stop.
Okay.
Oh wow, Cardona's gone in 30 seconds.
This is it. Punk is just crushing everyone, grabbing the mic.
Killing the game, kids.
Trying to save people.
Wow, they are making Punk the star here, to be fair.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Goldberg.
Oh, God, please don't tell me Goldberg's on this thing.
You, please.
Right, so are there any surprises I need to look out for?
I'm not going to ruin it for you, but yes. Well, I guess it really. Wait. It won't.
I'll live. It's all right.
There's a surprise because there's someone that's been out for a long time, but you won't be aware of that because you don't know who's injured
You'll
and
be
who's
aware.
not.
No, will you care, Jack?
Wow. This little microphone time is over, boys.
Hey,
so they just
guy hit the bricks. A real star's here. Oh, Hunter's looking quite thick here. Was he off the roids or something?
oh, maybe.
It's a
Wellness
big
plan, buddy.
twist.
Well, the thing is, Hunter, we had to bring in a wellness plan because
Well,
of the FDA.
Jack,
So
Jack,
I'm sorry,
to-
you're gonna have to come off the steroids.
This guy.
Otherwise,
this guy
you're gonna
is-
have to go to town relations.
I don't know why there's a character from Goodfellas coming from JJ's voice right now. You have to
That was my John Laurinaitis.
Well,
Thank you.
Jack,
Cheers.
Yes, darling.
this is not my content because I love Triple H, but you previously had shared with us that when they were trying to conceive children, he had put on some weight, and this was that time.
Are they trying again?
They have 3 kids, guy.
All right. Well, the time was if you look at the picture from 2003, it is staggering, the difference.
Yeah.
And Triple H is obviously. Well, Cliff wants another girl.
The fact of the matter is,
I've got to play the game.
I remember watching this and just being like, please, CM Punk, just throw him over straight away. I would have loved that. Okay, so Drew McIntyre, he's the Intercontinental Champion. I think he's still unbeaten at this point, handpicked by Vince McMahon as
the chosen one.
being the chosen one. And yeah, I think he's still unbeaten at this point.
Tell you what, I will say, that's true. It's so weird seeing him fresh faced and all.
Yeah.
Such a little
There you go.
baby.
Oh, to be young, yeah. So what? Drew must be like what, 35-ish now?
Now, yeah. I think a little older.
I got a lot of heat for tweeting like after the Rumble about this company is so fucked long term. He's 36, Drew. They are very like top heavy age wise. And what if you think Brock's like 44, Lashley's 46? Oh
Mhm.
no, you can't do this to Punk.
Yeah.
Go sleep. Oh no.
Started so well.
No way.
See you, kid.
You fucking mark, Triple H.
It's shit, isn't it? They're so excited about someone. They give him a big spot and then
this
Hunter
kid,
just comes
he
down with
thinks
his
a lot of
trouble.
himself. Let's just fuck him over. Come on.
Oh my God. Is this the thing for the day?
It was supposed to go on for longer. Triple H was meant to come out at 15, but he couldn't handle it anymore, so he just went out at 8 and just ended it. Here we
Teddy.
go. Cody Rhodes, or is it Ted? No, it's Ted.
Teddy.
What happened to DiBiase?
He just taught the
He
wrestling business and
retired.
shit, and didn't he become an estate agent? Sorry, a realtor. Another type of realtor. I'm sure he's been embroiled in that embezzling scheme because he's obviously Ted DiBiase Senior set up his own.
Yeah, he did get embroiled.
No, Teddy's hands are clean. Leave him out of this, please.
The First Church of DiBiase, whatever it is.
Shame.
Lissy, do some Googling.
This little Teddy's hands are clean. That's the story, and we're sticking to it.
What's the story, Morning Glory? So what number does DiBiase come out?
I think
Was
that
this-
was 10.
I will say this, compared to the one we saw on
10.
Saturday, there's immediately a bit more fluency, flow.
There's a story.
There's a story behind it. Punk's had his little moment to shine. You
people are coming in who are, having feuds and things like that. Like DiBiase and Triple H obviously have their history. Whereas, this year's Rumble was just like, just throw people out there, see what happens. There was no like consistency, no storyline threads.
Especially number 29.
Do you know what? I don't remember what. I mean, I haven't gone back and watched it.
Come on, open your eyes.
You will say this. I mean, Cornette has a massive rant about it on his podcast. They all just look the same. If you look at the physiques of these three, Triple H not obviously counted.
The Morrison
very similar, very pretty boy cookie cutters. Like, there's no one that you would be scared of. Like, as
Morrison
a wrestler.
and Drew McIntyre are feuding over the IC title at the moment. I think they just had a no DQ match on SmackDown like 2 days before this. So
someone did his homework.
Can't come unprepared. Jack's usually the encyclopedia for the 80s. I've got to hold it down for the 2010s.
Yeah, you gotta hold it down. Do your job.
It's so alarming given my knowledge of the 80s, 90s, even probably early 2000s. I know nothing about this. Whereas you hear someone like...
This was a great time.
Was it?
It was, buddy. It was. You missed it.
I mean, the word great is... I just great. So we watched 92. That was great.
Oh, God.
We watched 22. That wasn't great. This is good. Oh, wow. Split Leg Moonsault.
Don't forget. We're just a few days away from Bret Hart's return to the WWE right now.
That got me back in, and I was disgusted about how I just saw him and Vince like smacked him around a bit in the ring. I was like, what the fuck am I watching?
It was on good to see him back.
On the Raw before this. So there was already talk of should Vince invite Bret Hart back to the WWE, and Vince McMahon basically came out and said, I'm not going to invite that guy back to the WWE. What do I need to do that for? I've made my money off him. He's yesterday's news. And John Cena came out. John Cena came out and cut a really good promo. It was basically like, I know John Cena cut a really good promo, but he was basically like, if this is how you're going to treat people, you're just saying that all of us wrestlers, everyone in the back is just commodities to you. And once we're no longer of any worth to you, you'll just discard us like trash.
Rubbish.
And I was like, I mean, that's literally what Vince McMahon does. Yeah, I mean, just look at the releases recently.
Did they all go on strike or something then? That's a perfect opportunity to say, all right, if you think of that of us, fill something else for your show.
Unionize.
No, but even as a storyline, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm guessing no.
I don't think they'll do it as a storyline in case people are going to actually try to do art imitates life and get any ideas. You don't want to show the fans how popular that could be.
I'm going to have to check out how old Triple H's kids are, because if this matches up.
Guy, I'm telling you.
How do you know the age of his kids?
I know so much. That's here comes my dad calls Cody Rhodes. He calls him Corey. Here comes Corey.
Corey Rhodes.
Vaughn Evelyn Levesque, born in 2010.
Like so 40 pounds lighter than he is now.
Are we at 4 now? 4 AEWs?
Cody,
Evan Bourne.
Punk, you can't count Serena Deep, surely.
No, and Cardona, right?
I'm so glad that. Do you know what was finding weird to me this around the first few years? Cody never wore knee pads, and it looked so weird.
It's hurting my eyes, to be honest.
There's just too much knee in the ring.
Way too much knee.
Looks naked, basically.
Right? Why did he never wear knee pads?
Just got really fucking hard knees. Don't need them.
You know what? I'm going to Google it because I reckon it's an act on this. Because wrestling is just weird. There you go. There's someone asked him in a Q&A on Twitter. He said, "I wanted to look like Buddy Rogers. I didn't." Okay, fair enough. I like the fact he addressed it.
That's good.
Where do you think Cody goes next? We're watching this on a Wednesday night. Cody's just lost the combined titles, if you want to call it that. Or we
The
see him embroiled in another big storyline.
Probably not right away. I don't know what the plan is. I never know.
You think it was
What
just
he's
2
gonna
weeks
do
ago? He came and took shots at about 20 people in one promo.
Montel Vontavious Porter. And here's the Miz.
Wow.
So MVP is trying to get himself a match with the Miz for the US title, but Miz keeps ducking him.
Didn't the Miz like headline WrestleMania this
Many
year or the year
times.
after?
Not this year, yeah, but yeah.
How?
The Miz.
Yeah, but he was
You
just
must
an
have pictures
afterthought
of Vince
because
McMahon's family.
The Rock was around, and they booked Rock versus Cena like a year in advance, right? Something like that. Dark times.
I thought it was a great time according to Lissy.
It was.
I mean,
It was-
the Miz Cena main event feud, and like R-Truth was up at the top of the card at that point. Oh man,
John Morrison's flipping around here like
There's a lot going on.
I'm saying Morrison is doing some serious work here.
As
Wait,
usual.
So
He was so good at this point.
MVP was officially coming out there, right?
Yeah,
that was
he
And he
got
hasn't made it
waffled.
to the ring, right? So that will
He's
be
been-
a story segue for later.
He's just been helped to the back, so.
But he hasn't. But his numbers come out and he hasn't been eliminated.
Yeah, but
Oh, look at
medical-
just look how
happens.
there's so many people in DX shirts in this crowd. Like, guys,
Carlito.
Great
it's
guy.
been in the face of people who don't want to be cool. I thought he'd gone by this time as well.
I used to love
No.
Carlito.
Alive and well.
In 2005, I thought he was going to be a big deal, but he's come off the juice as well. He's looking a little bit.
I think this was the era when they had what did they call it? Guest general managers for Raw. Was it general managers? But they would basically bring out celebrities who would like come out and like book matches and stuff. And every week, Carlito would try and make friends with them, and none of them ever wanted to be friends with him.
I remember it was always really shit because it was people who didn't have any idea about what Raw was or what wrestling was, and they were there to just plug something, and that was it.
It was often people that didn't really transition across the pond either.
No.
You just have completely random people, and they're like, they're in this show that you've never heard of, and you're like, I don't know.
Oh
who you
yeah,
are.
that's probably true. So I don't know if you guys remember, but I remember one episode that Bob
Thanks, Devil.
Barker was the
Bob Barker was
host
the
of.
stand-up for me. Yeah.
And
He's the guy who does Wheel of Fortune, right?
No, Price is Right. Does that
Same
game
thing.
show play in the UK?
He's Bruce Forsyth for us, basically.
Oh, okay.
Listen,
So
you
have
would
an equivalent.
you would love Bruce Forsyth. He's like a very stereotypical, old-fashioned English like variety show entertainer. You'd love him.
Perfect. Put me
Isn't it great that
on.
the Miz hasn't changed his music in 12 years? Anyway.
Yes. You know,
Nice to
I know,
see him.
JJ, you and I think we have a particular appreciation for, the Miz, regardless of what he was, like even here, like think about where he was like a few years before then. Like he was nobody. He was hosting the Diva Search or whatever they had him doing. Like he's been around a long time.
I remember when they had him like just wandering through the crowd on SmackDown Live, trying to get the fans hyped up with his catchphrase, which was "Hoorah!" Like terrible, terrible.
So just think
yeah.
about how far he's come.
He worked
The
his butt off to get to have a career as long as he's had, and fair play to the guy. I'm not
As
saying
long as
the best.
he's married to the beautiful and talented Maurice. I mean, what else could you want? Jesus Christ.
Fair play to
That's
the guy.
right.
Sorry,
I want one last
been
from
told not to say
Bell.
Jesus Christ.
I will immediately though. Again, comparing. Oh yeah, Triple H. All right, hold on.
You say it with such disdain. You're like, oh,
I was going to say Triple H about to throw Carlito out, but there's actually they look like stars. Like
They
the problem with the
were.
mental wounds one from this year is that a lot of them
Number
Look at
5.
this guy.
they just stand out like you want someone to come in who has at least a chance of winning. I'm not saying big chance, just a chance.
a shot. a
But out of
chance.
Jack, so far, who out of that's left has the best chance?
Just Triple H or Kane.
Well,
in my
JJ,
opinion.
we know
You
should
stop.
win.
Not Matt Hardy.
But I know Ted GBO's and
And
Cody
not
are part
Kane.
of Legacy, so I think, right, that's a big stable there with Randy. They could win. Kane's just gone out. Kane could hypothetically. Drew's the chosen one. John Morrison's been flipping around like a good thing. I could see one of them win, like unlikely, and I'm pretty sure I've heard about it. I would have heard about it already. Big time Spinebuster. There you go. There's only one royal family. There's more than one royal family in wrestling. Oh, three. Oh,
It'll be
one more.
interesting.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting when we get to the final four. Who you might pick.
boys.
Will you stop? It's too much now. How much do you hate him?
Do you know what? I really appreciated him as a worker in like 2001 and around that kind of era.
Triple H?
Yeah, but you watch like his promos and stuff from now, and like he just destroys like so many of the up and coming talents that they had.
He cuts the legs from under them, yeah.
I mean, we've seen it here. Like CM Punk comes out, has an amazing like 10 minutes, and then Hunter comes out. You're out.
Hey, Sean, pace yourself getting to that ring, buddy.
Shawn Michaels was like the last wrestler that was still doing the atomic drop BT dubs. A dying art.
He does do a great atomic drop.
He does. Well, that's the first time I've heard you say anything.
Oh look, Sean's a
nice
great
about
worker. It's all just shtick now. I've got to play.
He had one of the
Okay.
best matches in the last 10, 15 years in WWE.
I'm sorry.
Sean's a great worker.
Today
He's
you've
just-
said two good things about him. I'm really proud of you, Jack. You're growing.
I'm really proud of your growth as a person.
Shawn Michaels has just cleared the ring. There's like 4 people left in there.
Keep up.
Because he's coming in here with a vengeance.
Yep. He's on a mission to get to
He
the Undertaker.
needs it.
Oh,
Remember,
there's
he's
no
like,
need to
I
do
need
that for John. That's nuts. So we're left with Drew. Did Sean come in at 17 or 18?
Only God
Let's
knows.
say 17. So we're left with Drew, Shawn Michaels, and
No, that was 18.
Hunter. So sure they just double team him. And, oh yeah, sorry, Drew.
He's an honor.
We need a
You've
savior,
got to talk
guys.
through your nose.
Oh.
Well, kid.
Here we go. We need a savior. The straight edge savior's gone.
He's now selling a knee injury. He's just got out of nowhere. Okay. Slow turnaround in the right. Whoever comes out next, I'm sure they're going to run into the ring and they immediately just toss him out. That's my prediction.
Wait till you see it.
Is he not like a champion somewhere?
I love this music.
God,
John
I hate it.
Cena sucks.
John Cena sucks. Fuck. I mean, again, just watching this like in my early 20s, I couldn't do it. Like, this is just bullshit. Just toss him out straight away.
Oh, big sell. Oh my God, it was giving Sean a concussion. Jesus
And it's
Christ.
when he do the 1, 2, 3 moves to set up the 5 knuckle shuffle. It's the same every time.
Yes, he has this many moves. This
The
many.
five-
Being
knuckle
obviously
shuffle was
a boy of
the
Bret
worst.
Hart, like at least he'd mix it up. He'd have the 5 moves of doom to set up the sharpshooter. But at least mix it up a bit.
Doesn't even make sense. Why would that hurt?
And why would he hurt Triple H? Yeah.
I love that, like, you can see, like, how much it means to Sean. Like, he is just, like, fighting with everything he's got because he just has to be there.
Sean is the ultimate performer. You'll never see the likes of him again. Look at him. And one thing about Sean,
Oh,
We'll
he's
never
gonna
see the
turn
likes
on
of
you
him again,
every
right?
time.
Jack just completely no-sold that.
It's the
Jack?
it's the look that what have I done?
I'm
It's
sorry,
the-
I
the
love
worst
you.
part
It's the very
of this
overproduced
elimination
NXT stuff.
is that Jack is not gonna. Are you gonna continue in the Triple H voice or no? Just so we know.
He's gone now. It's not necessary. He's gone.
Lissy,
Yeah, Sean.
sometimes we can't Yeah, I can't do a voice.
I was gonna say, first of all, you're gonna wake up with like no voice tomorrow because it's gonna be so strained. Also, one of the absolute best matches on Raw in this overall period was JJ Drummer, Shelton Benjamin versus Shawn Michaels.
With the big super kick off the rope, I saw that.
Okay, Jack, I want to make sure because I know you were in and out.
Look, Shelton was fantastic. He was
Fantastic.
Who'll forget during...
So underrated.
Oh,
what was the name of the other guy in his tag team? I've forgotten.
Charlie Haas.
Charlie Haas.
Charlie Haas, yeah.
World's greatest tag team. But when it was... so they were the roommates, Shelton and Brock. But Shelton was always the one that was tabbed, not for greatness, because you look at Brock, but Shelton was always the most natural athlete of the two. And he's the only one that could really like out-wrestle Brock, amateur-wise.
He's amazing.
Who's going to come in with these two behemoths? It's Yoshitatsu.
Who in the name of God?
Who the hell is Yoshitatsu?
This guy.
You don't need to know.
He looks like a Pokemon.
That's all you need to know.
Surely he gets kicked out early. Was Pat Patterson still producing at this point?
In 2010? Absolutely.
Pat must have had a hand in because it looked so much just better laid out than it was.
Oh, he couldn't get over. He pulled off a Shawn Michaels. Shane McMahon. Easy to get those two confused.
It is pretty damning that they've had a look at the Rumble and Nick Khan's gone, you know, Vince, that fucking son of yours, eh? Have you seen the state of this? My son? Hunter? No, your actual son. No. What about your other son? John? No. The one you really need to get rid of is your actual son. Oh, yeah, get rid of it. Somebody compared like the happy birthdays you give out to Shane and to Triple H in the last year. One of them was like, he's the head of NXT, 10-time champion, Triple H. Happy birthday, mine, one of the greatest ever. And then just to Shane's birthday, happy birthday, Shane.
Poor Shane. Oh,
whoa.
There's number six.
Well, like, I like the fact the guy on the front row's got a wee hit Cena shirt. That's brilliant.
Do you guys remember when we were calling them? I think Paul White only had one match so far in AEW, right?
I think.
No, on TV, yeah, but he's had dark matches on.
Yeah, but like on the main show.
I mean, he's signed. They count. I
know. He should count.
They were really trying to make him like Andre the Giant here, weren't they?
What do you mean here? For the last
but even more just looking at I'm trying to look at what's going on here. Oh, HBK skinning the cat. Oh, this is going to be tricky.
This is he's in real jeopardy right now.
That's how you're going to see a baby face over. Get them sympathy.
I'm 2:19:46. Cena's in the corner. Big Show's walking over to Shawn Michaels and stepping on him.
Yeah, I'm 2:19:50, 51,
3,
52.
2, 1.
AJ's a second ahead of me. I think 2 seconds ahead.
That's perfect. Okay, yeah.
Somebody's going to get their head kicked.
Somebody's going to get their ass kicked. Somebody's going to get their wig split. I would say Mark Henry had amazing hair at this time.
Oh, yeah.
It's so weird that these two have been like good mates for like 10, 15 years right, at this point. I mean, 10 years. And they're both on AEW now. It's like just more like big, happy, smiling, laughing, jolly, big guys.
I know. Because they're retired. That's how it should be.
We're still a good few years out from the salmon soup promo.
Yeah, everyone makes out like Mark Henry had a great career. Like apart from that thing with Cena and the retirement, I can't tell you anything he did between 2000 and then.
No, Mark
He had
Henry.
a baby with Mae Young.
No, but I'm saying from
Significant.
2000 to then. That was in 99.
What
Oh, right, sorry.
the hell? First of all,
Well, he
they
doesn't get a
didn't have
will to
baby.
stop.
They didn't have a baby, so let's just stop there.
Sorry, they had a hand.
They had a hand. Thank you. So he had a hand with me.
Coming in.
Fine.
Fair play to Cena for getting him up. I mean, I know he collapsed, but okay.
No, but
it's
he
your
had a
boy.
good. He had a
It's your
good run
boy.
on SmackDown, and he was the former world champion. Come on, guys,
Yeah.
put some respect on Mark Henry's name.
No, I'm saying I didn't watch the era. Oh, well, Chris Masters is still here.
Let's see. Hunter versus Chris Masters. Who are you taking?
First of all, you guys don't know my my thing just froze. I can't see anything that's happening.
At least he's got a selfie with Chris Masters.
Chris Masters is destroying HBK.
Is he? Oh my God! Help!
There are two different, obviously, ways of saying
And Chris Masters
MASTRS.
is out.
Sorry, Chris. See you at the local shows.
And that was another guy that Hunter buried. You might say, "Hey, man, you look a lot smaller since the last time you saw it." But after he returned from a wellness policy violation and he'd lost like 15% of his mass. Hey, man.
Just to check, right? Unlike some wrestlers who you end up interacting with on Instagram, Chris Masters didn't send you any weird DMs, right?
Me?
It's not me, is it, Lissy?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was trying to catch up to where we are. No, Chris Masters, gentleman, nice guy.
Okay. If you want to know, R-Truth is coming out. We're at 222, 42,
Oh, perfect.
34. And R-Truth just eliminated Big Show and Mark Henry. Of course.
Wow, our truth.
We're up to 7 with Mark Henry on the AEW count. So
How is it even possible that Ron Killings looks even younger than he is in the current day than he is here?
he does not
Can I
age.
just tell you, he does not age. That is a 50-year-old man. Like, how?
Is he 50?
Did you say 60?
Yes.
No way.
50. Ron Killings turned
look at-
50 last 2 weeks ago.
There you go.
Thank you.
50, not 60. Happy birthday, Ron Killing.
Happy birthday,
What's
Ronnie.
up?
Ronnie Aaron Killings.
Good guy. And
Married with
absolute,
5
like,
kids. Man, he just...
absolutely fantastic entrance music.
And
People
trained by
always
two of
say,
the greats
"What's up?"
from the Crockett
Feel me
era,
stand
George
up
South and the
say,
Italian
"What's up?
Standard.
What's up? What's up? Great song.
JJ's having a whole concert over there.
What's up? Was that right? Was it K Quick? Is that the thing with him
Hey,
and Road
quick,
Dogg?
yeah.
That was a thing. That was a thing.
Where are you guys now? Just so I can make sure I've caught up to the right spot.
Jack Swagger's just coming out. Number 26.
223, 53, 54, 55.
I'm a bit ahead of you then, I guess, Jack.
Yeah,
Oh,
2
wait.
seconds.
Let me pause for a few seconds, let you guys catch up. So 224.10 now. Jack Swagger makes it 8, right? 8 A dubs.
Was
Jake Hager.
was he a world champion around this time?
He
was,
absolutely
yeah.
was.
World heavyweight champion on SmackDown.
Big gold belt.
I remember losing a big bet to a mate because when I heard him come out and went, "That's Rage Against the Machine." He went, "No, it isn't." "Yeah, it is. Listen to the song." He went, "Yeah, I'm telling you, it sounds like them. It's not them." Which we have 50 quid on it. He went, "Okay." Google, right, can I have my money now? Shit. Big power slam. Why did Jake Hager never get really over to the level he should have done in WWE?
Boring. I mean, he's not got himself over in AEW, has he, really? He's just quite bland.
Isn't he the big hurt?
Hmm?
He's kind of there as, I mean, he's there as Jericho's heater, but he has a role as being just a big jock, right?
Yeah.
Big hillbilly. Can you call him a hillbilly?
Not necessarily a hillbilly,
Oh!
but like he doesn't like what is actually his thing, I think.
Big stupid
We-
jock.
The people. That got over.
Yeah, that did get over when he was with
no.
our guy Dutch.
SOS. Are you them shoppers?
Is Kofi from Jamaica here or Ghana at this time?
Ghana. Actually, do you know what? A few months before this, it was when Triple H called him out in the middle of the ring when they were supposed to be on the same team before bragging rights to say, "Hey, wait a minute, I've got a problem. What happened to your Jamaican accent? Aren't you Jamaican? So
That was.
fucking
Have
shitty.
you watched the Raw? Have you listened to the Raw review this week?
Yes.
Yeah, that was the first time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think him and Punk are like were best mates around this era as well.
Yeah, but you know what though? Like, I think it's funny and good when
Oh,
they
wow.
address it like
Okay,
that,
so-
because a lot of times they'll just switch somebody's gimmick or whatever, and it's just like the fans have to pretend like it never happened. I think that kind of lightens it up, but it's fine for me if they
I
do
mean,
that.
it wasn't lighting up, was it? He was just Hunter going into business for himself.
Every time, guy.
Hey, kid, don't think you're ever going to be bigger than me.
Anyway, Kofi is now from Ghana.
Thank you.
Represent.
All the
kids
memes,
both
by the
are-
way, about Shane McMahon being fired, they're just tremendous.
My kids are both 25% Ghanaian, so we're big Kofi fans.
Yay!
Say that again.
My kids are both 25% Ghanaian.
I thought you said
Yeah.
my kids are 25 and Ghanaian. I'm like, what?
Are you deaf?
Oh, Chris Jericho, we're up to 9.
It is so weird to look how different he looked just 10, 12 years ago.
Mm.
Jack. Okay. I actually, you know what's funny? I am 100% on board, but I know that you particularly hate Jericho right now. But like,
No, I don't hate Jericho. It's
this
all a
was-
gimmick.
it's a big difference in like body and size from a 40-year-old man to a 50-year-old man. That's
Unless
a big
you're,
jump.
How many bodies of a 50-year-old man
unless
have you
you're our
seen?
truth.
Really. I'm just saying, like, think about that. Like,
I meant it's
from
his
40 to 50 is a big
presentation,
difference.
his character. Like Jericho, I remember him around the time, he would just talk really slow because I'm going to get that heel heat, damn it. And then just to become the painmaker with the spiky jacket and the weird face paint.
Yeah.
Oh, the elbow drop normally means that he's about to start tuning up the band, right?
Do you remember when he made his
does.
return to WWE, like probably
2007.
Like 5 years ago now, and he just walked around the ring, and then just walks back up the ramp and out. Like they built it up for so long, like something big is coming.
When was
with
this?
Jericho, and he just did not say anything. I want to say like 17.
Oh, no, I
16,
wasn't
something
watching.
around like that.
His last run, right?
Oh, Codebreaker. Around that time, JJ, I was just completely living and breathing horse racing, being Jack Milner of Bet Victor, the PR chap.
You think you know me?
Oh, that's a spoiler. Pause your
Sorry, I thought we were all
TV.
at the same
Pause
time.
it for 2 seconds.
All right.
No, don't do it, JJ. Just stay where you are.
Clearly, everything. Okay, so this is a surprise because he's been out for a long time at this point.
He grabs his head like my son does.
He always does that.
Yeah. So is he come out as 29 or 30?
That was 29.
29.
All right, okay.
This is like the fastest Royal Rumble ever.
Jericho's never won a Royal Rumble.
And he never will.
And he never
Oh,
will.
wow, and he's gone. I know
JJ,
Shawn Michaels
you weren't
didn't win one.
60, buddy. High five out of there.
Shawn Michaels didn't win one past the 90s. I don't think. So this is either Edge or Cena. Wait, there's one more to come in.
There's one more.
Where's Randy?
Could be.
Randy in a 30.
I think. Wait, did Randy have a match?
Randy.
Yeah, he was in the world title match against
That
David.
guy there from Raw is wearing a rated RKO shirt and he's loving every minute of him kicking Cena. Yeah, go on, Edge. Kick his ass, buddy.
It could be Randy. He just lost the title match to Sheamus earlier in the night, and
Okay.
he could do a Brock.
I need to go back and find. Oh, the animal. Batista's won 2 of them. I know that. He won the one where everyone booed because it wasn't Dragon.
Yeah.
And another one.
Oh, poor guy. So
But, yeah, I need to go back and find it because we're talking during the Lashley Brock match, and I said he loses and then wins the Rumble. I need to clip that up because it makes you look like such a genius. When really,
Just enjoy the match, buddy. Just enjoy.
No, it's like listen, like we said, the thing with AEW is you'll fantasy book what happens, and then it always ends up better. They find ways of making it better. Like it's lazy.
That's why I said no, but remember,
you?
that's not where we are right now. So just enjoy it, okay?
Jack, we're at the final four. Who are you picking?
Edge.
Is it, buddy?
Edge.
I'm trying to work out because Edge is a heel. They need heel champions to win for a baby face to go face at WrestleMania. Simple booking, JJ. Don't overthink it.
Batista's also a heel.
Batista's a heel in 2010.
Batista's a heel at this point. He's been attacking Rey Mysterio. Rey and Batista were really good friends.
All right, Batista, all right.
They were a tag team.
They were a tag
Cena won
team,
in 2008, right? I'm guessing he's won one more of them. I'm not sure.
They were former tag team champions, right?
Yeah.
Batista and Rey were boys in 2005.
Current tag team champions. Do you know who it is, Jack?
The Highlanders? I don't know.
One of them's in the ring right now. It's DX.
I hate you.
Oh, you know.
Here we go. The fact of the matter is,
I'm a tag team specialist, and I've been watching Ricky Steamboat and Jay Youngblood.
Here's the thing.
Why are they tag team champions?
Because they're a tag team, damn it.
Because we're better than everyone else.
Don't question it. Leave it.
They're over. They don't need the belts. Ego. Oh, sweet chin music. Get John Cena and his stupid shorts out of there. Another one. Oh.
I think they lose it to Show Miz at some point soon.
So for those watching, it's 2:32, 56, 57. You've got Edge and Shawn Michaels fighting on the apron. And Batista's trying to get rid of HBK. And he's gone!
Shawn Michaels, eliminated.
Ha 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 ha. And then there were three.
He lasted so long. I remember really rooting for Shawn at this point because I really wanted to see Shawn and Taker again. Like it was such a good match. I was like, give me that again, please. Happily.
Don't worry. Here's a spoiler alert. We got it.
Right, so there you go. That would make sense. Batista's a heel and he's ruined Shawn Michaels' dreams.
Ruined.
But you know, Batista turned on Triple H. You're his best pal. Goes around, buddy. This is like my son when he can't have a poo. He just doesn't know what to do with himself. You got to get out of here, pal. You're out.
He needs to get back in there.
Why is he attacking the referee? Well, that's not very nice,
he's in
Sean.
his way. God damn it.
I thought you found Jesus. You know, be nice. Forgive. Don't hurt little Nitch. Of all people, not little Nitch. No. Get out. No, that's a bad. Oh, Charles Robinson solved that like an absolute champ. Look at your hands. This is Johnny Gargano, Adam Cole type NXT stuff.
What have I done?
What have I done? I'm a monster. I don't know. I have to do the Triple H voice.
Yeah, I was gonna say what's happening.
Jack, do you know how he gets the match with Taker in the end?
No. I put his career on the line, right?
I think, right, correct me if I'm wrong, so you might remember this better. Elimination Chamber, the next pay-per-view, doesn't Shawn like come out from under the ring and attack Undertaker in the middle of that match? Cost him the title.
At this point, by the way, Punk and Cena and Edge have been down for about 2 minutes here.
Do some Googling, buddy.
Look, they've got to get.
The whole match has stopped too to allow for this to happen. Amazing.
Why are they all on the floor? They should sneak up.
They're taking a rest.
Damn, you're applying logic. Oh, somebody's found the that photo of the. Did you know the flare picture where it looks like he's going down on a girl on the train?
Yeah.
Yo.
And there's a flares out here. Wendy's gone. The nature's back. Woo! Social media's unrivaled.
Didn't he like say that wasn't him? Oh, the
He
tease.
came out and went, I don't. Oh, he's gone.
Bye,
The
Dave.
animal's out. And it's like 2006 all over again. It's Edge and Cena.
Here we go. Big rivalry.
Flair said,
guys.
I don't travel by coach. Get out of here.
Edge loves a surprise comeback at the Rumble to just go on and win it, doesn't he? That's just his thing.
I never understood the hair pulling thing. I mean, I don't have hair, I know, but like he's trying to pull a hat tight on him.
Good first observation that I don't have hair.
Clearly, everything has come to life.
No,
It's the singing
It's
for
such good music.
that was a good Rumble. That was a very good Rumble.
Thanks.
I
I'm glad you
It
approved.
was good.
That was,
Better
again,
than
that was just,
92,
it was so
right,
well
right?
booked. It was paced really well. You know,
Yes.
we could have had someone else winning, but you can have your moment, buddy. Yeah, that was a good Rumble. Very well done. Good choice, JJ. So 92, brilliant. 2010, very, very good. 96, Lissy.
Terrible.
Wait, was it 95? What god awful Rumble did you make us sit through?
We watched 96.
Yeah,
Headhunter 1,
95
Headhunter
my
2,
favorite.
Aldo Montoya.
So bad. So bad.
Jericho was tossed around like an empty tracksuit there.
That was
Edge was,
2010.
and we're seeing highlights of Edge tossing John Cena out to become the. Look at the pop as well behind.
And you
Again,
said he was
front
a
row
heel.
does not like it.
Yeah, so he went to WrestleMania and lost to Chris Jericho for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Chris Jericho was world champion in 2010.
So Chris Jericho won the Elimination Chamber, six-man Elimination Chamber, which was for the World Heavyweight title, and then went on to beat Edge at WrestleMania.
Was Chris Jericho a good guy?
No, I think Edge was.
What? Edge is a babyface here.
Well, just look
I
at that
don't know
pop when
what
he
he
came
is.
back. Like, babyface to me.
Well, Edge was basically a heel from 2006 till he retired, being the, what do they call it? Ultimate Opportunity? Is that the moniker?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Not my
Okay.
laptop.
Well, as the curtain is drawn here, Lissy, your thoughts on WrestleMania, Royal Rumble 2010 from Hot Lana?
Yes, I think this was a good, solid Royal Rumble. I
Solid.
like you guys said, I think the pace was good. It had a lot of relevant people for the time too. It wasn't just like, oh, we're bringing back a lot of legends or bringing in back people that are just gonna like give a pop and then not really kind of be in it. So it also fed into the storyline, which was nice. And I think obviously it's good to have seen Edge won. And I remember being disappointed at the time. That's neither here nor there. But it also it started to set that good groundwork for Shawn versus The Undertaker, number 2, which we really wanted to see anyway. So good, glad we got that.
Yeah, they did the functionality. They did the like background bit without making it look too obvious. There you go. JJ, do you want to explain why that's your greatest Rumble ever?
I really remember just absolutely loving the CM Punk stuff. Just like him throwing people out and speaking and
You know who tossed him out though, buddy?
Just building that character. And it was just a stacked Rumble, like just a lot of stars in there. There was a bit of downtime, but no, genuinely, like Batista, Edge, Jericho, Big Show, Mark Henry,
Kane,
CM Punk, Triple H,
Cody
Chris
DiBiase,
Martin.
yeah.
Cody's a main eventer right now. I mean, there are people here that are still main eventing.
Kofi was world champion, 2-3 years ago?
Drew McIntyre.
Cardona headlined GCW at the weekend. Yeah, it's That's pretty stacked. Do you think there's no Rey Mysterio there? Do you say him and the Undertaker wrestled?
Right.
And there's no Randy Orton. That roster in
Orton,
2010, when you combine like the guys who've been around for 10 years, combined with the guys coming through, where did it all go wrong?
Well, it was a good, like I remember earlier I said, that was that meeting point of that previous generation with the current / newer generation. And there was a stacked card, and no wonder why they didn't have any time for the women to wrestle. There was just too much.
But I'm saying, JJ, from that point, where did it all go wrong? If you look at the roster as a flashpoint in 2010 to where we are, to what happened over the next 5-6 years, what happened? Was it just bad booking?
It took a hell of a lot for anyone coming in at this stage to actually get themselves over. You look at the young guys who are coming
Jeff
in.
Hardy, another one there.
Like Dolph Ziggler's, John Morrison's, Drew McIntyre's, CM Punk. Like those were the young guys that were coming in, and none of them ever got to that level, but just because they weren't given that opportunity, they didn't build. They didn't build these people.
That generation didn't get built.
Yeah, before you had Batista and Randy Orton and John Cena, and you can pinpoint those moments where they made that step up to that main event. And usually, in 2 out of 3 of those cases, it was Triple H giving them the leg up. Whereas now, it feels like Triple H is trying to cling on to a little bit of power, and like you already said, Jack, cutting the legs out from under them. Saw it with CM Punk in this match, and both of the DX members are having the show revolving around them, and probably only one of them is working well enough to deserve it.
Well, in some people's eyes anyway, but yes, I agree with you on the whole. Marks out of 10, Lissy, I know you and JJ have got a different grading scale. Do you give it a mark? Mark.
I give this one, are we doing out of 10 or just the grading?
I can't remember which one of you has which now.
Guy,
I think you always go out of 10, JJ does a grade.
I've done the Rumbles out of 10, to be fair. I think I gave the 92 Rumble at 8.5.
Will you stop?
Will you stop?
I think I gave the 96, who cares, like a 2 maybe. And this for me is like this is an 8. This is an 8. It wasn't quite as good as the 92 Rumble. But I do think it's one of the better Rumbles in recent years. Up there with the Shinsuke. Yeah.
I'll give it that. I'll give that an 8.5 out of 10. The Rogue One from 92 is a 10, and I won't have a word said against it. They say?
Yeah, agree.
Okay, excellent. Well, that was the Royal Rumble 2010. That was our third of our premium pay-per-view content review. Watch along. Third one. I can't count.
I feel like we can call them pay-per-views because these were pay-per-views. If we're talking about new stuff, we can call it premium live event or whatever.
I just think
it's just a gimmick, Lissy, to be honest. Just to try and put words together. Premium content review. Watch.
Yeah, or we can just call it Royal Rumble. Like let's not overcomplicate. Let's not overcomplicate things. I just hit something with my hair. Sorry.
Well, that ruined my wonderful wrapping up line. I've been Jack Milner. He's John Jacobs, useless Almeida, and we will see you all very soon. Ta-ra.